I will be posting a reading video for the August 1st Sabbath after this, so stay tuned for that. But for this video, I just wanted to talk about a couple things that came on my mind to speak about today. So that will be what this video is about. We're going to talk about sort of what I feel is like a message from the spirits that I'm supposed to be sharing with you all. And then we're going to talk about vibration and vibrational energy, which may also be a message from spirits coming through at this time. I'm not really sure on that one, but something that just popped in my head this morning to speak about, so I'll also include that with this video. One thing I do want to mention though before we get started, I got this from a witchy friend's shop that she has, so I'll put that down below in the description box if you guys want to look at her shop and things that she has on offer. And I just love this mug, it's amazing. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I want to talk about is offerings. Today is a Sabbath, the Lammas Sabbath here in the Northern Hemisphere. And this is a Sabbath of the first harvest. It's the harvest of grain and wheat, traditionally. One of the main things that people offer today is baked goods, breads, and things like that. One thing I wanted to say with this video is, you know, not everyone is skilled with baking and things like that. So you can do some simple things like a lot of people bake handmade fresh bread today as an offering, and not everyone is skilled to do that. So I wanted to say, like, I just baked store-bought like brownie mix today as my offering, and I gave some to the ancestors. So you can just bake something simple like that, or like even just like pre-made biscuits that you could just buy and just bake that today as an offering. But I wanted to say this because it's important that you do offer something today to your ancestors and to your spirits. That message came through very strongly to me today from the spirits. With that too, I do want to share a personal story that's kind of funny, but also like kind of like bad on me. But I just figured I would share it anyway because it's just mildly entertaining, if nothing else. But also has, you know, a good message to it. I have been slacking on giving offerings lately for like honestly like 3 months straight. I have literally just not been giving offerings. I've been giving water pretty frequently, but I haven't been giving food offerings for, like I said, like 3 months. I just really just haven't. So the past few days I have been sort of going over the top, giving a lot of food offerings to the spirits, sort of to try to make up for the last 3 months of not doing so. But let me backtrack there. Before that, before the last few days, our house got infested with ants. Like, they were just coming in out of nowhere, just massive amounts of just ants in our house. And I was wondering, like, what is going on with this? Where is this coming from? Like, of course I thought through all of the mundane things first, you know, just trying to see where they're getting in and things like that. But as I sat here and thought about it, I was like, you know what? I have not been giving offerings for like 3 months straight. Haven't been giving food offerings. And I started to wonder, I get the feeling that maybe this is the spirits, you know, giving me a sign or using the ants to come into my house and steal food and take food because of the fact that I have not been giving them offerings. So I just thought that that was like maybe something that could be going on with that. Of course we took care of the problem, but still for the last few days I have been giving a huge amount of food offerings to the spirits, just to sort of try to balance that out. So I thought that was kind of a funny story, but also, you know, something to share. Like, pay attention to that. If you do give food offerings, if you work with spirits and you give food offerings and things like that, make sure that you don't just like stop out of nowhere and just continue to work with those spirits but not give food offerings. That's a very negative thing, and that's something that I really made a mistake on, and I know better. So I just thought that I would share that and put that in here. You know, make sure that you take care of the spirits, because they do take care of us to a large degree. So I just wanted to include that, because what I'm getting today, with it being the Sabbath, is definitely give offerings to the spirits today especially. So I just thought I would include that little story as well with that message. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about was something else that came on my mind today, was about sound and vibration. Every sound that we hear is a vibration. So it's an energy force. And I got to thinking about that, because, you know, everything that we say, everything that we speak, our words, is a physical vibration that's emanating from us. And it's affecting things. It's affecting our environment. It's affecting other people. It's affecting ourselves. Our words are very powerful in that physical sense. They can set the tone. They can set the mood. They can set the vibrational frequency around us and in our environment, and that we project out to other people. Not only in what we say, but also in the way that we say it, the words that we choose to speak, the tone of the way that we say things, which is also largely colored and set by our emotional state and our mental state. Our feelings and our emotions, that which we hold ourselves in, and that which we project out, also has an effect on our voice and our words and our tone and the way that we speak. And that is important to pay attention to, especially as a witch and as someone, you know, I assume, who's watching these videos, who wants to use magic in a positive way for yourself and for your loved ones. You need to be aware that your words and your tone and things like that are powerful. And so you need to think about how you speak and what you're speaking into existence, and using your words and your voice as a powerful form of manifestation, because that's what it already is. So being conscious of that process and using it in that way is something that's very powerful. And with that, it's not just our voice and our words, but also everything. The music that we listen to, the movies, the TV shows that we watch, the news that we watch and listen to, everything that we hear is a sound, and every sound is a vibration. Just listening to the sounds of nature, the wind blowing in the trees, the birds calling, everything that we hear is a sound, and every sound is a vibration, and that holds an energy to it. So for some reason this just came into my mind today to speak about. I don't know, you know, the circumstances of everyone's life that's listening to this or watching this video, but I just thought that that was very important to just say and talk about right now. There is a lot going on in the world, as we all know. 2020 has been a crazy year. And I cannot believe it's August 1st. Like, this year is flying by. And it seems like it's almost passing us by. At least for me, in a way. Like it's the year that just got away from you. That's kind of what it feels like to me. It's just passing by. And it's like, where is all this time going? What is this energy doing? What? It almost feels like just like a dream in a way, where just all this time is just passing, and it's like, what is going on? What am I doing? And maybe you all can relate to that, or maybe it's just me, I don't know, but that's what it has felt like to me. And so with that, I feel like this message came in today of this is a Sabbath day. This is a transition day. And the year's moving on. We're going forward into pretty much the next half of the year. And this is, I feel, a starting point. And maybe we'll get more into this when we do the reading on the next video. But it feels like this is the real starting point of this year. And things are going to take a more dynamic shift. And maybe we will be getting a more active role to break free of this stagnant energy and this dream state like energy, and move into a more manifesting mindset of manifesting your will, basically. And that's another thing that came through last night. With everything that's going on in the world this year, it seems like maybe there's been a shift of energy that has taken a lot of people off center and out of that mindset, that creative mindset of your will. What do you want to do? What is your intention? What are your goals? All of those type of things, I feel this year has shifted a lot of people outside of that, because to a large degree we've all been put in a position of reactive energy, a reactive mindset, and sort of feeling placed in an energy of waiting. And with that comes a off-centeredness of your will, your intentions, your goals, what you want to manifest. So I feel that, I really do feel like I'm not the only one who feels this way. I feel like this is an energy that's sort of permeating the world right now. And I feel like this Sabbath in particular is a time to shift that energy back into ourselves and begin to take a more proactive stance in our lives and going forward. So, like I said, I'm sure this will come up more in the next video when I actually do the tarot reading, but I wanted to include that because I feel like that's the reason why this message came in today, about sound and vibration and using your words and your voice to help facilitate that manifestation of your intention and of your goals and of your path going forward, and also of paying attention to the sound and the vibration that you are taking into yourself, that you're receiving, that you're allowing yourself to receive and take in. This is a time to shift the energy and take control of it. I'll say it like that. So just be aware of how the things that you take in through the sense of sound and hearing and that vibration, and how they affect you, how they affect your emotional state, how they affect your mental state, how they affect even just your thoughts and your way of thinking and all of that. that is very important to be aware of and sort of take an active role and a conscious awareness of what you allow yourself to hear and to take in that regard and affect your vibrational state overall. I feel like that's something that we all can just benefit from hearing this message right now with everything that's going on in the world. Maybe, listening to the news and listening to negative, broadcasts and things like that are something that some of you all have been doing. I really haven't, largely, but that's something to consider and to maybe just dial that down and focus your intention on listening to things that maybe inspire you or that can educate you in something that you're interested in learning. Things like that. Sound carries vibrational energy, and it can go a little bit deeper, like communications and things like that as well. And things like education and learning as well, a lot of that comes through our hearing and our communication and the sound, energy, vibration that we take in, and we're learning from that. So that's something that's very just interesting, I think, and also just something that I felt like needed to be talked about today for some reason. So hopefully this message resonates with you all. And that's basically going to end it on that. That's basically all for this video though, guys. I'll be back with the tarot reading for the Sabbath. So until then, as always, how heck is he, how to the witches, and possibly.